lifestyle, what it's about is basically inspiration. To me, inspiration is found. In my life, it's huge. It's a very positive thing. It gives me drive. It gives me momentum. Times when I need it, or times when I'm thriving already, and it just gives me the edge to push through. Some people follow the guidelines of finding inspiration in their own ways, and to me, inspiration can be found anywhere. It doesn't matter if somebody is, more stable financially than you. It doesn't matter if they are more athletic, more talented. Inspiration can be found anywhere. And, if you're very musically inclined, you don't have to find inspiration with musicians. If you're very, into film and producing and acting, you don't have to find it from producers, actors, or filmers. It's just, I feel that you can find inspiration through other people's past, and you can create inspiration. It's how far you want to push yourself. And basically, a little bit about me is I travel the United States so far, just the United States. And I've set up merchandising. So to me, that's a huge outlet for me. It's a great way to see different things, to meet new people, to just explore parts of the world that I've never seen. And it's crazy because when you grow up in a small town, I grew up in Elk River, Minnesota. It is about 40 miles north of Minneapolis, if you're unfamiliar with the area. And it's not a small town technically, it's not a big town to me. And, right now I'm driving through a small town in Iowa, which makes my town look like New York. It's crazy to me to see things and just give yourself a little bit more of an idea of where we live, because when you grow up, that's where you live. But technically, we live in the United States. We live in a huge place that we will never see the entire country. It's just, but to me, I know as we're driving, you're not seeing palm trees and the ocean, but to me, I feel that it is, every experience is unique if you make it that way. One second here, I'm just going to fix the camera. So like I said, I travel for a living, and I'm very blessed. I feel that it's something I should appreciate, and I do. I do own my own business, doing basically merchandising, and it's been a crazy journey so far. This took it upon myself to create this vlog because, because not everybody has this position to do what I do. Not that it's this amazing thing, but it is, amazing to see these places. And on every vlog video, it's usually going to be somewhere I'm traveling to. So I will show a little bit of where I am. Today I'm traveling to Dubuque. I find it very interesting. It's a very old town. It's got a lot of character. There's 100-year-old buildings and this great big bridge, which you'll see. But other than that, about my life is I recently got engaged. I flew across the country to propose to my girlfriend of almost 4 years, and I can't, explain how, grateful I am to be at where I am in my life so far. A little bit about her. She grew up in Big Lake, about, it's like a neighbor to my town, about 10 miles away. And I'd say she grew up in a smaller town than I did. It's probably about half the size of my town, and she is honestly, she's amazing, and I know everybody is very, they are, they're going to talk about their significant other in a positive way, but honestly, her name is Kinsey. She is the most selfless person I've ever met, and please hear that I'm saying selfless, not selfish. She is so much about helping others before herself, and that's just something I respect the hell out of, It's just something I like to learn to try to do myself, but everybody has their good traits, and some flourish in other spots than others. But to me, she is just, she's been a godsend these last almost 4 years. And, with traveling, she is very supportive, and it's amazing. So I'll tell you a little bit about our engagement. Anyways, she, like I said, it's my little radar detector, my little ticket saver. Just give me a second. Oh shit. Alright. We are good. Okay. Back to what I was saying. I thought for sure any idea I had would get, blown out because she expected me to propose. Like, if I were to take her to a fancy dinner or somewhere for the weekend. So I'm the kind of guy that likes a surprise, and I like to see a reaction. I mean, I want it to be something I'm going to remember. So basically, when I found out an opportunity in which Kinsey was flying down to Florida to see her sister Hallie, and Hallie was having a baby. She was due, so Kinsey flew down around the time of the due date to basically see her and hopefully see the baby being born. It didn't happen. So basically, this was the time where I dropped her off at the airport, headed over to Mall of America, where I live close by. So I went to the Mall of America, and I went ring shopping, and it was crazy. It was a cool experience, but it was definitely stressful. I mean, you want to pick out the right ring. It's not like going to buy something. It's going to buy, the next year, like, future. I mean, that's going to be something that sticks with your life, hopefully for the rest of your life. So it's not just like buying a car or buying something simple. But it all worked out. I found the perfect ring, and it was really special because I basically built the ring, not myself. I went to Jared, went to Jared, and had Kinsey's grandpa that passed away, the engagement ring for her grandma from her grandpa. That ring was passed down to Hallie and then to Kinsey. And then Kinsey really wanted that stone incorporated in a ring, which, it brings a lot of sentimentality, and I am a huge believer in that. It's just, so I found the perfect ring. I had the stone placed. It was perfect. And, it happened all in one day. And the day before I dropped her off and got the ring, I was coming home from South Dakota, Chamberlain, South Dakota, another small town. And I was talking to Hallie, and I said, Hallie, I think this is the time for me. I want to propose to Kinsey. I want to start my life with her. I mean, continue my life with her, but start a new chapter in her life. So Hallie was ecstatic, and she was a huge help in planning, how I'd do this. I told her, the idea of, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but Kinsey had planned to fly down before Hallie's due date, and then she was going to fly down the month later to see, her baby. So basically, when I dropped her off the first time, I went ring shopping, and this was a perfect time for me to plan it without Kinsey finding out in that time. So my plan was to fly out to Florida the day after I dropped her off, the second time she was going to go to Florida. So a month from when I bought the ring. So I bought the ring. So now going back to the first, weekend of when I bought the ring. I bought the ring. Another side note is I make clothing. Like everything you see me wear in any of these videos will be made by me. T-shirts, of course. But I do vinyl graphics, and so I make clothing. So one thing I wanted to do is make custom-made T-shirts that said, he asked, and then she said yes, and then my shirt have, the he asked shirt have Brindamore, my last name, and then her shirt, on the back, it said Brindamore, and then in parentheses, soon to be. So I made those while she was gone. In our house, she lives there with me, so it's not easy to hide these kind of things. So I cut a hole in the bottom of my couch, shoved all that shit up there, and prayed that she wouldn't stumble upon it. So zooming back to her second trip to Florida, when I didn't come and propose to her, and she left on a Thursday, and then I would leave the next morning. So the next day, when I fly out, she was already there for a night because I dropped her off on Thursday. Her brother-in-law picked me up on that Friday, the next day, and my plan was to head to the beach and post her on the beach. Hallie told Kinsey they were going to do a beach day, and so her and her mom was also flown out there to see the baby, and it was kind of like a girls' weekend that I interrupted. So her and her mom and her sister, baby Hudson, all went to the beach and met Porter, which they were just going to meet up. Porter's the brother-in-law. So they met Porter, and I was just right around the corner, and so she walks out, or kind of walks up, and my plan was to kind of come up to her without her noticing me, and have this big long speech, and she'd cry, and all this, movie stuff you see in the movies. So I seen her, and I was like, I just started running up to her, and I didn't even plan this. I was like, what the hell am I doing? But I started running up to her, and she noticed me like 10 feet before I even got to her. And I don't know how you notice somebody in a separate state without even having a thought in their head that you'd be there. But she noticed me, and so I ran up to her. I didn't get half the things out I wanted to, but it was a great moment for me. It was truly the best moment of my life. And that's the story. Went a lot farther in depth than I thought, but so that's the story of how I got engaged. That's my life. So at this point, we are in the wedding planning stage, and let me tell you, it's crazy. We are very religious in a different way. She's a little bit more religious than I am. I'm religious in the sense that I have a strong connection with God. I'm not a churchgoer every Sunday, and I'm not against churchgoers every Sunday. I think it's great. And I think, like I said earlier, people find inspiration in different ways. I think church is a great place for inspiration. I felt inspired a lot of times. It's just that's my my first vlog video.